Let me make sure with this episode, because I've gotten the last few episode numbers wrong.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 146 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric Seagriff.
And Jack J Money.
Back by popular demand. We missed a week. I apologize, but we're back. I don't apologize.
Back by popular demand. No
A
popular
little Zantac. Test it if you can. Yeah, we're back. We're back,
just
baby.
Quote Eminem on
We
the
did.
podcast.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of our guy, isn't he?
He is kind of our guy.
He's, it's really nice to see someone in the hip-hop scene that I can relate to.
Yeah.
They can't say the N-word. Do you think I don't think he ever has in a song, eh?
No.
No, probably way back in the day.
I don't think so.
Before the records came out. When he was just rapping in Detroit, maybe.
Maybe.
He's probably got one wicked racist song.
Yeah, way back. I bet him being a cracker.
Yeah, cracker ass, honky, Peckerwood.
Peckerwood. Man.
I actually learned about cracker, so I thought cracker was talking about saltines.
Like, that's why they call us crackers?
Yeah, because it's boring and plain and white.
because you're whip cracker.
It's a whip crack.
Yeah, you're a whip cracker.
I had no idea.
You didn't know that? Oh,
No,
yeah,
I was like, woo, that's a lot more less lighthearted than I thought it was. I thought it was you guys are saltine crackers of people.
No,
it's a whip cracker.
Yeah, the whip cracker. That's why they call it. It started as the whip cracker.
That's insane.
Yeah. That's why it's not funny.
Yeah, that word just got a lot more evil to me.
Older white people that know about that are not cool with
being called cracker.
No, they don't like it because they're like, man, that's so racist. I'm not
an
about
overseer.
slavery. Yeah, what? I'm a fucking, especially some middle class dude. Bro,
No.
I ain't cracking the whip on nobody.
We got some news.
What's up?
Well, I've quit my job.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
free chef.
Yeah. So, contact me if you need
fancy
anything done.
chef for free.
Fancy chef for free.
You ever seen? I send you fancy chef.
His shit is
I send
so
him
ass.
stuff. I send stuff to you, and I go inspiration. I send it to all the head chefs of the company.
Yeah.
I send it to all you guys, and I'll just be like inspo. Inspo. Send it to Ben and be like, yo, maybe you could change up the menu.
It's like a hard-boiled egg on rice. He's like, fancy. That's $4,000.
Yeah, a hard-boiled egg on rice and in a champagne glass, in a wine glass, and then he puts strawberries on top.
He's like, that's $3,000.
Yeah, $3,000. Call Fancy Chef if you want it. And it's like, what, dude? So, Yo Mama's House had him on. They had him.
Oh yeah, did they have him cook?
They had him cook for them.
Okay.
They hired him for the day and paid whatever he wanted.
Oh, I bet it was an astronomical price.
It was horrendous. Dude, I want to look into it more. It's funny you bring him up. I was just watching the Yo Mama's House, some of the clips of him.
Yeah.
Because Tom...
he is not based in reality.
No, he's not. He has no idea what's going on in the real world.
That's awesome.
And he, his phone is constantly going off. His phone is constantly ringing. And Tom comments on it that he's on Yo Mama's House podcast, which is a fucking huge podcast.
Yeah.
And he keeps stopping to answer the phone, and Tom's like, bro, turn your fucking phone off.
Is it just people trying to get him to do shit?
Yeah, people calling. He's like, what's up? And then fancy chef here. And they're like, hey, I'm wondering about booking. And he's like, no problem. You got to supply everything. It'll be $8,000. and they're like, that's really high. And he's like, that's the price for fancy chef. Call back. Boop, and it hangs up. Doesn't give a fuck, dude.
Man, I should start freelancing.
What, dude? You should. You can make a lot of money.
You can. Catering is where the money's at.
Yeah, just come in and be like, if you give me you can
bring $8,000. I'll cut up some strawberries for you.
Yeah, bro. Apparently, people are willing to pay it.
Yeah,
if you're confident enough and you pretend to be fancy enough, they will.
I don't think we live in a high enough income area
Oh, bullshit.
Like, there's high income here for sure. But there's people that
extremely
get
high
caterings done where money is no object,
Yeah.
right? And they kind of want to show off. And then there's also places that have, like, yearly budgets. And if they don't spend the whole budget,
They'll just go whack
it gets
on
cut
some.
the next year.
Yeah.
So they just look to spend money as much as they can.
Yeah.
So people will drop like $20,000 on a catering that realistically cost like $2 million.
Yeah. Man, speaking of catering and blowing money on food, I was reading a thing, cool little development.
Yeah.
A little bit of nature hour.
Okay.
No, throwback to the nature hour.
That's a horse. What other? That's a fish.
Or
What's that?
does it sound like a dolphin?
Yeah.
No, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good. That's a whale?
That was a whale.
Nice,
I
yeah.
can speak whale, actually.
That's Finding Nemo, isn't it?
Well, as Nemo, have you seen a little fish?
That's good.
You think
Anyways,
so?
what's the development?
Oh, yeah. So you know how, like, caviar, like sturgeon caviar, is just beluga sturgeon caviar is fucking horrendously farmed.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
even farming. They just trap wild sturgeon.
Yeah.
And then steal all their eggs, and they usually die, and they don't even get eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, they die.
They
like
don't eat the sturgeon, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes they put them back out. I know, like, a lot of them try to, like, they literally
squeeze
it
them
out
and
of her.
it fires it out.
Yeah, and then they let her go.
I've seen it where they cut them open on the belly and like open it up like a book, and then they're just like grabbing.
But I don't know what happens to the meat in that scenario. Like, someone must eat it.
Someone might, like maybe people work there or something.
I'm wondering if it's that, or I'm wondering if it's like in areas where that farming is available that it gets used.
I think there's something too about like when fish are carrying eggs that the meat isn't great because the fish's body is using all its energy
so much nutrients towards that.
and all the nutrients to like raise the eggs or whatever.
I know, like, people do fish for sturgeon in the States.
Yeah,
Like, actively try to fish
like
sturgeon.
the male ones maybe.
Well, just sturgeon in general. Like,
Okay.
there is a season for it. So people must eat it. It must be some good. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the bears when they eat like salmon roe?
Oh, yeah, and they
fucking press
it
down on the
and-
fish and because there's so much salmon that they only eat the like high energy, like the high calorie parts.
Yeah,
so they like squeeze all the eggs out of it, then eat all its skin and just leave it.
Yeah, they literally skin them and eat the fatty skin because it's so calorically dense.
And then just leave this like skinned fish.
Yeah, and it's like,
You know that hurts so fucking bad.
dude, for sure. Yeah, tummy fish don't have feelings then.
Yeah. Every time I see it, I feel bad for the fish. I'm like,
I
fuck,
know.
you
Like,
fucked them
wow,
up.
dude. Or like I've seen ones where they'll do that. They like and like squeeze, like toothpaste them, skin them. Then they like kind of fucking claw the side of it, like its rib cage up. Just eat its like insides.
Yeah.
And then they literally throw the piece off to the side of the river. And like little bears come and get it or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they eat the rest of it, but it's like, yeah,
It's like a pile
the
of
big bears, they
half
sit
salmon.
there and just fucking, it's like roast,
and they'll do that
skin,
all
and
day.
organs, and they will do 50 of them in a day.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the calories, I remember looking at calorie intake for them, that was like, the caloric intake for some of those bears is like upwards of 50,000 calories a day.
Damn.
Yeah, like when they're eating heavy, if they're in a good spot, like they'll eat like 50,000
It's like 50
calories.
crunch wraps. Someone should get these bears some crunch wraps.
Dude, that is like a Crunchwrap Supreme.
It's a crunch wrap supreme, yeah.
Someone needs to go drop T-Bell out in the fucking mountains.
Yeah, what are the bears thinking?
Yeah,
Get Uber.
yeah, Uber Eats, bro. It just scare the
Yeah, to be
delivery
honest,
driver.
if I ate 50 Crunchwrap Supremes, I'd sleep for like 6 months too.
Yeah, you would.
All right.
All right, you'd be so obese.
Distended.
Okay, so the sturgeon, the fucking
yeah, sorry.
the what's it called? The sturgeon like caviar. Mm-hmm. There's a chef. It's not Elaine Passard. I can't remember his name.
Fancy
I feel bad. I should remember the guy's name for credit. But look it up. You'll see it's the one guy who's doing it. It is a like seafood, like seaweed and like all this stuff, and they boil it down, and then they make these little balls out of like all the oils and stuff from these plants and some mushroom and stuff.
Yep.
And they make these little balls, and it is a like I think it's vegan.
Yeah, it's vegan caviar. That's a thing.
And he's like
they mix it with I forget what the binder is.
That makes the oil the ball, and then they drop it in oil, and
cold
the
oil
seals it.
and the cold and it seals it. Yeah.
So
I forget what the name of the. It's something. It's got like two names. Like it's the same word twice. I forget what it's called.
And that's the binder.
Yeah, it's like a seaweed or something like that they like turn into that. But yeah, that's how they make it.
Yeah,
it makes like a gel.
Yeah, and then they do like little, and they drop it in the cold oil, and it seals it, and it's like. So I saw this, and I was like, that's actually fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And like to have like a Michelin star chef be like, this tastes exactly like caviar. There is no reason to support the caviar industry.
No,
it's horrible industry. We shouldn't support it. Like, just do this.
Yeah, just do this. It's fine.
Yeah, like
caviar is good, but like I don't know if it's worth the suffering.
This is his thing. Is he's like for like a moment of flavor, like just buy this vegan.
Yeah, like
shit.
I like foie gras is fine to me because that goose is living a good life. But like
but when they do farm them and they put funnels in their neck.
Yeah.
They put a funnel in their mouth and feed them shit.
Yeah, they force feed them, and they feed them like different foods.
But they do get extremely well taken care of.
Yeah. So I don't mind foie gras.
Yeah,
that's fine. You're gonna eat it anyways.
Yeah, I want to go. We should go to that spot, Jill's Table.
Yep.
They have some really cool little like delicacies in there.
I would like to try some delicacies. I bought knives there.
You know what there is right now at United that I'm down to try? I don't know if you've ever heard about this. Drunken crab.
No, what's that? Is it like cognac that they simmer in or something?
Like it's like preserved and jarred in like rice wine.
Oh fuck yeah! Is it like soft shells?
I think they're little tiny soft shell crabs.
Eat the shells?
I think so. Yeah. Well, and I imagine probably the like preserving process, and that must also
like
do
soften
something.
it or whatever.
Yeah.
I fucking eat I like crab meat. Obviously, it's great. But the thought of like eating a crab
like,
whole,
nom, nom, nom.
like I know what the insides of a crab look.
gross.
It's nasty in there. Their gills are all fucking gross.
Yeah.
Their guts are all that yellow slimy shit.
I know they like Alaskan king crab really is the cream of the crop, eh?
Yeah, it's so good.
And that's why it's a fucking $200 a bag.
Yeah, $200 a pound, I think.
Yeah, something crazy
something
like that.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You can spend, and like the size of the crab compared to the meat you get out of it is not much.
No, they're enormous creatures.
They're enormous creatures, and then when you look at like the pile of meat beside the carcass, you're like, well,
yeah,
I could eat 3 of those.
It killed me too when I was in Halifax. Everyone was like, "Oh, lobster, got lobster." I'm like, dude, it's still expensive here.
Yeah, of course it is. Lobster's expensive everywhere.
Yeah, like even going down and getting it from a lobster fisherman, like at a dock. Like I went off into a little fishing village and like found a guy coming in, and I was like, "How much would you sell me for cash?" And he was still like $60.
Oh,
per. He was like, "I can do 50 per if you buy like 4 of them." And I was like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, but like they're a big ass lobster, but it's still $50
Yeah,
per.
yeah.
It's not like you're getting them.
Crab's better than lobster, anyways.
Oh, crab is better than lobster.
Crab's way better than lobster.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
fully.
like lobster.
Lobster's great.
It's good.
It's great.
But like people think it's good because it's expensive, or they think it's better than it is because it's expensive.
I think so. Yeah.
You know, it's a status thing.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're bougie.
Yeah, whereas like crab is genuinely fucking delicious.
It's so good, and plus it's just drowned in butter every time you eat.
Yeah, you're always dipping it, dude. Dipping it in the like canola oil butter mix. It keeps the butter all liquidy. Oh, a bit of garlic.
It's
in
the
there.
only food where, like, as a grown man, you can toss on a bib and everyone's like,
all right, he's eating crab.
I like crawfish too.
I've never done a crawfish thing, and that is like a dream
Like
for
a
me.
crawfish boil?
Like, yeah, go down south and go to a crawfish boil because they just dump out a pile of crawfish.
Yeah,
and
and
you
like
just sit there
potatoes and corn and.
and they just dump it out on a table, and you sit there and mock them.
I like crawfish. Like, you eat the tails.
Yeah.
And then some dudes suck the head and they suck the brains out.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do that.
Like, what does it
you-
taste like? It's just
break
like
it.
baby lobster, right?
Yeah, it's like baby lobster.
So it's like, what is it?
I find them like sweet, but they're always like boiled in tons and tons of like Cajun spices.
Yeah.
Whereas lobster's like in butter and tarragon and
Yeah.
like kept very mild.
Yeah.
This is just bum fucked with like paprika and garlic.
Oh, dude.
Right?
So good.
You break it, you eat the tail, and then some guys suck the heads and it like sucks the brains and shit out. And they eat
Oh,
that.
okay. Are they rubbery or real soft?
They're soft. Like they're
shrimp?
hard shells, but like
Shrimp soft or softer?
meat or shells?
Meat.
Meat, firmer.
They're firmer
If
than...
I remember correctly, yeah, they're firm.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking good, man. I like raw fish.
Man, that is...
I would never do a boil though, because I know I'll fuck it up. I don't have the Louisiana soul in me, you know.
I do it all the time with shrimp, and it's got to be pretty close.
Yeah.
That's like the first way I ever figured out to do shrimp on my own. Like, I will say it was my own, like, recipe and everything.
Yeah.
Because I just kept fucking around because I love shrimp.
Yeah.
So I was doing it, and it's like a lot of paprika, cayenne pepper, garlic, and like, yeah, I just start kind of riddling with it with spices, a little bit of cocoa, cinnamon. And then I usually blend up a bunch of cooked shells because I heard that this is the bisque thing, right?
Yep.
Like lobster biscuits, ground shells. So I've started doing that.
Yeah, and
now.
then the ground shells, and then you pass it through a sieve, but the ground shells thicken it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've started doing that now, and then I cook the shrimp in it, and it comes out pretty fucking good, man.
The best way I've always found is like make a sauce of some kind,
Yeah.
and then right when you take it off the heat, you add your shrimp in, and you'll never overcook them. Because
Yeah.
overcooked shrimp is ass.
It is actual ass.
And if you put like, if you're making a sauce or something, or like a gumbo or something like that, if you put the heat on when the shrimp are in there, they just turn to rubber.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true.
But fuck, I love some shrimp.
Yeah. It's great, man.
I know. I eat the shells too if they're fried. Like the
Deep
tails.
fried? I eat the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
The
good for
turbo
you.
shrimps?
Yeah.
Where they're breaded?
Torpedoes? Yeah.
Dude,
I eat the whole thing.
disgustingly, that has got to be like my most abusive junk food.
Yeah.
I'm not...
I don't let myself have it often.
No, that is like... That's one of those junk foods that I consciously... I'll be like, ooh, I could get some turbo shrimp right now. And I'm like, no, you can't.
You can't have some. You know yourself.
Yeah, you know we're going to get 20, and we're going to eat 20 of them.
Yeah, you set up your little dips.
Yeah.
You got your hot sauce. You got like a cocktail sauce.
Oh, dude,
you got like a
cocktail
tartar.
sauce is so good.
You set yourself up just to demolish 25 torpedo shrimps in 5 minutes.
I remember when I was in college, there was me and my buddy, and we lived around the corner from United.
Yep.
The Asian grocery store. Mm-hmm. So we in the back of that place at like 7 o'clock, like they close at 8, they'll just start giving stuff away.
Oh, really?
Like not giving it away, but they'll be like $5, 6 items, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, and you just pick whatever you want. They put it all in a box and they hand it to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a sweet little deal because they're just trying to get rid of their like cafeteria area. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, the best cafeteria in a grocery store in the entire city.
Yeah.
Is in United.
Yeah.
So I went in there one night stoned.
Bad combo.
Yeah, it was.
Lethal combo.
With my buddy. And she had a whack load of shrimp left.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking a lot.
Like just cold poached shrimp?
No, of the turbo shrimps.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So then I'm like, how much for turbo shrimp? She goes, how much you want? I was like,
All of it?
I'm like, I don't know. Like, what's the price? And she goes, 5 for 20. I was like, 60. I'll do 60 turbo shrimp.
Like $5 for 20 shrimps?
Yeah, so I was like,
fuck.
$15.
Yeah, and you're eating shrimp
And
for 2
I was
days.
like, cool. No, I ate it. I ate it over the course of like 3 hours. I had to keep heating it up, and I just slowly filled myself with turbo shrimp.
Yeah, you eat like 3 pounds of torpedo shrimp, and then do the math, and you find out you're like 2% shrimp right now.
Yeah, and you're like, well, I've eaten 6 pounds of dough.
Like just a mental image of your stomach, and it's all shrimp.
Just ground up turbo shrimp. Oh, man.
body's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck happened? Why? That's like one of the few foods though. I don't know. Like, you have foods that you get
Chips.
Yo, yeah, you're a chips guy.
Chips.
You and Brian Bremple.
Yeah.
You guys are chip people.
Yeah, I have to force myself not to eat the whole bag.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, you can just sit there and munch.
And I'll think I'm like casually like eating chips while I'm doing something, and I'm like non-stop. Like my hand doesn't stop moving. Because I'll catch myself, and then I'll think, if I'm like around people, like, I'm eating these too fast. You look like a fat fuck right now.
Yeah, I remember you the one day. We were having a party here at your place, and you were standing by the bowl eating for a minute, and then I walk up, and you're like, "You think I've had too many chips?" And I was like,
I'm very
what?
conscious. I'm
Yeah,
very
like,
conscious.
I think
of
I've had too many chips. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
those funeral sandwiches.
Oh my! For whatever reason, shitty little funeral sandwiches.
With the crust cut off and shit. Like,
When the crust is cut off, it's like, oh, suddenly I can eat eight full sandwiches.
Dude, the last funeral I was at, they're like halves, right? Like half sandwiches. Yeah. I had like 9.
Yeah,
like 9
that's
or
what
10.
I'm saying.
And I just kept walking around like, yeah, sure, roast beef.
He was popping around. It's like two bites.
You're like, oh, a little chicken and Swiss.
Yeah.
Egg salad?
Oh, tuna. I'll try one of the tunas.
It'd be rude not to try it. And then I've spent the whole funeral not talking to anybody. I'm just doing laps and collecting sandwiches.
Oh, man. You know what I got the other day that was phenomenal was Slim Jims.
Yeah, Slim Jims.
I picked up Slim Jims. I haven't had Slim Jims in years.
Yeah.
They're still fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. I'll never forget my parents being like, we can't keep buying you Slim Jims. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, they were like Red Hots, I think.
Yeah, the Schneider's Red Hots.
Those
are the equivalent.
The pepperettes.
Yeah.
But they were like creamy.
Yeah. Slim Jims are too. They're kind of paste.
And you can like snap it.
Yeah. for no reason. Because you can snap them. You can snap them.
And nothing ever spills out.
Nothing ever spills out. But if you grabbed it and like...
Yeah, you could toothpaste it.
Toothpaste the roll, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So gross.
I know. My parents, I know they had the best intentions in mind when they were feeding me as a kid.
Yeah.
Right? But then what happened was I turned into an adult and I was like, I have agency. I can buy whatever I want. I can just eat fruit by the foot all day. This shit rocks.
Yeah.
And the grocery store's not going to stop me. So just buy fruit by the foot. And, I'll buy, before they got discontinued, I was buying, Dunkaroos and shit.
Dude. Okay, fucking Dunkaroos. I remember when I first moved out that I made that, because I never got them. My mom would buy them once in a fucking blue, maybe 3 times in my whole life.
The exact same.
Yeah, it never happened.
Wouldn't you much prefer a banana?
No. Yeah. No, I want a fucking Dunkaroo. But anyway... So I moved out on my own, and I started making it a part of my regular routine. Yeah, that I would have a bag of Dunkaroos every day, and that was my thing. And I was like, dude, I think I'm spending $40 a month on Dunkaroos.
Yeah, you are.
I
you can. I found. I don't have it on me right now, but I found the recipe for the dip.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
for Dunkaroo.
Yeah, some guy who worked there leaked it. Because they kept that secret for a while.
Yeah.
And fucking, I want to make a 3-pound batch of that dip.
Dude, we should do that for Christmas.
We should. And
that's a great idea for a Christmas party.
Instead of little cookies, we'll do the decadent.
Yeah. Oh my god. And you can do a full size fucking Dunkaroo cookie.
Yeah. Just have fat dude.
400 calories.
You feel your arteries get smaller.
That's weird. My fingers feel tight.
I'm really struggling to breathe here. Every breath is labored.
Oh, it's brutal.
That is funny, man.
And in other news,
yeah,
I got a fucking hernia. We talked about this.
Yeah.
He's
down for the count.
Dude, this is the stupidest thing, but I also think it's hilarious and disgusting.
That you have a hernia?
Yeah.
It happens. It happens to guys.
It happens to everyone. I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
So I was not mentally prepared to be
scary.
oh yeah, my friends have had hernias like everyone has a hernia.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
You
you know
Multiple
Well, yeah, there's like 5 people I know that you know
that have had
that
hernias.
have had hernias or actively have one.
Yeah.
Like it's
Which is
pretty
crazy.
It's pretty common, and it's an easy procedure to fix.
Yeah. So I didn't know this. It's like you just fucking go in and they fucking patch
Yeah,
up.
they fucking crank out like
Ontario
12 of those
Health
a day.
said it is the most done surgery by Ontario Health is
Yeah.
hernia surgeries.
yeah, because they'll like line up a day and they'll crank like 12 dudes out of a clinic.
That's crazy.
Bang, bang, bang.
There are clinics. This is the
There
other
are
thing,
clinics
like,
that just do them.
that only do hernia surgery.
Yep.
Like that's what they're fucking good at.
I
It's
knew
like,
a
we'll
guy-
stuff your intestines back. For anyone who doesn't know,
It's
there's like
your muscles.
herniated discs is one thing. Yeah, and hernias of those what we're talking about are inguinal, umbilical, and abdominal and femoral hernias, where like your intestines burst out. Of
Yeah, they
your
burst through your
abdomen
muscle wall.
Yeah, and it like pushes a hole in the
Yep.
wall.
And then your intestines and your organs start poking through this hole, and you got to shove them back in,
yeah, you have to push them back in.
and it's painful.
And I push mine in like multiple times an hour.
And it's
now.
it's
It's
uncomfortable.
gross. It's uncomfortable.
It comes from like some guys that you just get it. A lot of the times it's from lifting wrong,
yeah,
not doing pelvic floor exercises.
which I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
That I'm not even joking because
can you do them?
what do you mean where you like squeeze your
You squeeze your taint.
yeah like
It's
I
like
can
you know
do
the
'em.
muscle to make your dick retract
Yeah.
into your body.
You're supposed to be like
I do
people are
it.
supposed to like do them regularly.
There's
To
also
prevent shit
yeah
like
the
this.
Kegels.
Yeah,
Yeah, they make you fuck better.
really.
Yeah,
Okay, I might do them.
you should. Well, give it a
Not right
minute.
now. Yeah, so I cough, and this thing fucking bulges.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can feel it beside my right nut, and it's disgusting.
A buddy we knew just got the surgery for it.
Yeah.
And he
He
had
just
his-
came back.
He just came back from a surgery for it. Yeah, but he dealt with his for like 8 months.
Oh, he kept it for a while, eh?
Yeah, like I think he fucked up. He went to the emergency room when he had it
Yeah.
and was like, "What is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a hernia. If you want to stay overnight, we can just fix it here. Otherwise, like you can go home, but you're gonna have to call a clinic and make an
You should've
appointment."
done it right
and the
there.
dude went home.
Yeah, you
And he
should've
had to
done it
wait
right
like
there.
7 months to get an appointment.
Yeah. Oh, because he didn't have a family doctor and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
stuff like that. Yeah.
Which,
Just
fucking crisis in Canada. We don't have family doctors, so
Yeah,
I feel
I
for
have
them.
one. I just don't know where. I don't go.
Yeah, because they're in Lucan or whatever.
No. They're in town. They moved offices, and I don't know where now.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if I haven't been in years.
Yeah, fair enough. You should go to the doctor.
Yeah, I go to walk-in clinics and stuff.
Do you really? You don't use your family doctor?
No, because it's because I'm lazy. And I can't be fucked to figure out where she is.
Do you know her name?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
I know.
You know there's a directory. You can just look up your name online.
Can you really?
Yeah, what? Yeah, there's a medical
Oh,
directory.
fuck. I'll
You
do
just
that.
look up your name, and then it'll tell you who your registered doctor is, because they're your registered family.
I should do
practitioner.
that. I should see my doctor.
Yeah, you.
Well,
if
every
it's been
time I
years,
go, they
that's
tell me I gotta
crazy,
stop
dude.
drinking and smoking so much, and that's not fun. Makes me feel bad.
Dude, that's crazy. How many years has it been since you went to a doctor?
Like to my doctor?
Yeah.
6, 7.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, go to your doctor.
I know, I should.
What are you doing? I go to my doctor for checkups.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I always
regular
felt like
user
that's like a
of medical
40-year-old
care.
man thing to do.
Fuck that, man. We have medical care. Why wouldn't I?
I guess.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
It's like people that have benefits and don't go to the dentist.
Yeah, go.
I'm like, bro, it's fucking near
Do you know
free.
how
Go to the
expensive
dentist.
dentist is?
Yeah, if you got to pay $70 to go to the dentist, you should go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Like that's cheap. Right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's way cheaper than what they're fucking charging. Yeah,
For sure.
I've
Yeah,
never gotten
go to the
that.
eye doctor.
I know people go to dental clinics.
I don't know the difference.
The dental, no, like at the schools, like it's dental students.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they probably do like cleanings, and
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like if you got to get something yanked, you have to go to the dentist.
I think they do like basic procedures.
Yeah.
Yeah, fillings and like pulling teeth, stuff like that.
When I was a kid, I think I was like 9. I had to get 6 teeth pulled
What?
because they were like crowding in my mouth. I've had braces since, but I do come from British heritage.
And it's
So
just
I had
fucked in
it was
there,
a
eh?
fucking. It looked like an abandoned like cemetery
Really?
in my mouth, like just fucking headstones. And, oh,
Was
dude.
it really?
Oh yeah, I had real
Holy
bad teeth.
shit.
Yeah.
I've never had any form of correction in my teeth. Never.
Yeah, good teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had braces.
I'm missing a tooth genetically.
Do you have a middle tooth?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you do!
Yeah.
Chris has a middle tooth on his bottom teeth.
I had 2 canines, and then there's 1, 2, 3.
How the fuck
I'm
did
missing
that
a
happen?
tooth. And
Just
so
never came?
No, it never came out. And what's crazy about it is the first bunch of times I went to a dentist, they never noticed.
I never
No one ever noticed.
Till now.
I didn't even get dental care for the first time until I was I think I was 21.
Oh, really?
I was a grown adult and I went to the dentist. My mom would take me as a baby maybe, but
Yeah.
and they didn't notice. And I went, and then when I went to the military, they did a scan, and she came out and was pulled my mouth open. And she goes, "You're missing a tooth." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, you're missing this. You're missing a fucking tooth, and it's never been noted in any of your dental records."
That's crazy.
Ever.
And your teeth just grew in fine.
It just grew in normal.
I didn't know you had a middle tooth. That's fucking
It's
crazy.
weird, right? Because Tom Cruise does that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Where his fucking front teeth are they're like that.
Yeah, and
Or
there's
he
a bit
only has the one front tooth.
his teeth are shifted or something.
I think, yeah.
So it looks like his one front tooth is
It's
straight
directly
in the middle.
his
Yeah.
nose, yeah.
Handsome guy otherwise, though. I won't lie.
You just got to always look at him on an angle.
I have a fun story. I'm walking into my apartment. Or no, I'm working on the car. And I'm just finishing up, and this woman with a kid walks by, and she approaches me. She's like, "Do you know how to get into this building?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just finishing up. I'll let you in. Come with me."
Yeah.
So I walk, and she's behind me. I'm leading her to the front door. I get her in. We hit the button for the elevator, and she puts the kid down. The kid's just fucking eyeballing me. He's as far away as you are, but looking up at me so I'm looking back at him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm like, fuck
What the fuck is wrong with
what the
you?
fuck's wrong with you? He goes, "Are you my dad?"
What? What?
And the mom's like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not your dad."
That's fucking brutal.
That's so sick.
Oh my, that she's just holy shit.
Oh yeah, my child and its father have never met. Or that they have, and they have a great relationship, and why the fuck did my kid just say
Would
that?
you say that?
Are you my dad? No.
Dude, I have seen that where kids are out with their parents and who know their dad and are very close, and they just stop and are like, "Are you my dad? Did you change? Did you get your haircut or something?"
Well, kids will do it if their dad's got a beard.
Yeah.
They'll see a guy with a beard and be like, "Dad!"
Yeah, and they're like, "Nope."
I hope not.
Not my problem.
Yeah, it was fucking... I tried so hard not to laugh because, I felt bad.
Yeah.
But then we had to ride in the elevator together, and, she's got the kid on her hip. This kid's, young. I can't place the age, though.
Yeah.
But the kid's on the hip, and we're, standing in the elevator, and he's still fucking, she said this isn't my dad, but,
He might
he
be.
might be.
It looks like it. I imagined him once. This was kind of close.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe this bitch. This could be him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a guy who, his dad had a beard his entire life.
Yeah.
Had never not had a beard. He didn't see his dad's beard till we were 25, or his dad's face without a beard till he was 25.
Yeah, some used to do that. My
And I was
grandfather's like that.
What? He goes, "Swear to God, I've never." He said, "I couldn't tell you what he looks like without a beard until literally till we were 25 years old."
Yeah, probably a bum chin.
No, he had a wicked chin under there.
Yeah?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the flex on the dudes with bad chins. Is where you have a good chin, but you grow a beard anyways.
Yeah, and you're like, I just want to look sick.
Yeah. Dudes, beards are makeup for men.
Beards are makeup for men. That's why I have one. So I keep this little baby one.
Some dudes, they just know the second that beard can come in fully, that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
Because they are bottom lip to neck.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, because the beard gives you the look.
The illusion of a chin.
Yeah, it does.
Not to disparage men with weak chins, but that's the only way to fix it.
It's crazy. Remember our buddy's wedding that we just went to?
Yep.
The large bearded man, my buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he looks like a completely normal dude without the beard.
Yeah, he does.
Like, without the beard? No, not him. Not the groom.
Oh, okay.
The other guy that was there.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen pictures of him with no beard. He looks like a normal guy, and I'm like, why the beard then? You know?
It is funny, though. Like, beard guys attribute a lot of their beard to their personality.
Is that the thing?
Yeah. Having a beard is part of their personality sometimes.
You're
you know
a beard man.
You're a beard man.
Yes, and you're very manly in your beard.
You're very manly with your beard.
Yes.
But then there's, like, if you know someone who's had a beard for a long time, it's just part of their face.
Yeah, so it is. I will say, when I went to the Navy, because I've had this facial hair for as long as I could have.
Yeah, that and the goatee.
And the goatee is the only way I've ever cut my facial hair. Always.
Yeah.
Goatee or this. I love the goatee, but the wife hates it. So.
If I have a goatee, I look 35.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Next time I shave, I'll send you a picture of me with the goatee. I look like a guy who's really into cutting his lawn. I look like...
It's really into cutting his lawn.
Like, I look like a guy who's got, like, a high school-age daughter, and he tries to get real friendly with his friends. Like, nothing nefarious, but he just...
Justin.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't want to bang him, but he wants to be seen as cool.
He definitely wants them to think
that he's like a cool dad.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can drink coolers all you want. Shoot your, like, back of the door basketball hoop.
Oh, it's so real.
Yeah, I know.
That's a fucking dude I've met.
Yeah, everyone knows that guy.
Yeah,
there's like now that you think about it, like when you were a kid, the cool parents were like, "Fuck, they're so cool. They let us smoke weed."
It is crazy, but looking at them now,
you're like, you bum,
you fucking dork. Who gives a shit if the kids think you're cool?
Yeah, who
fucking cares if they think you're
15-year-old?
Yeah, who fucking cares?
15-year-olds think like Transformers is cool.
Yeah. And those parents, when we were kids, it's like, oh, they're sick.
You're so lucky, bro.
Yo, Nick's dad is the coolest.
He's the coolest. But then now it's like, man, why did you let a bunch of 15-year-olds get blackout drunk in your garage?
Yeah, it's weird.
You shouldn't have let that happen.
I had a buddy, I will say, I had a buddy whose dad was cool when we were young. He was like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Tacky. And now I'm older, and I still talk to the dad all the time. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's effortlessly cool, and then there's effort cool.
That's what I think it is. Like, he was cool, and he would let us, like, drink or whatever, and we could smoke weed, and he'd be like, just explain, like, safety stuff, you know? One of those parents where they're like, if anything ever happens, you come get us immediately. Like, if you're ever concerned about anything, you immediately contact. So they were responsible, but, like, still you're 16, you can smoke weed at our house. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Man.
Or it's like, like, oh, having a sleepover tonight, boys? Here's a bottle of rum.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
that's fucked.
No.
They can't handle that.
He never gave us that when we were like 18. I remember the one day I think we were 18. I think we had just turned 18. And he was like, oh, we're having a party with all the neighbors. And we're like, what? And we were freshly 18. He goes, yeah, we're getting all the neighbors together. We're doing a party. And he told us, he was like, get you and all your friends, like me and my buddy. He's like, go get all your friends and fucking $10 to get in. We're doing a kegger. And like, everybody's got to give $10.
Yeah.
And we were like, get the fuck, are you fucking for real? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah,
you want to have a party? We're going to fucking party.
Yeah, like being an adult and having the money and the means to actually throw a party.
Yeah.
And not just like drink a water bottle of vodka outside.
When
you want to really
let's party.
We like have the ability to pick up kegs.
Yeah.
And like I own this house. So like
no one's going to tell me to fuck off. And we're going to have all the neighbors.
Yeah.
Barbecues and shit. And you're like, damn, this is a fucking
to spend
$400
at the grocery store.
Yeah, be like, oh, don't worry about it. We're doing brisket.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke a brisket all day and get drunk as shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep for a couple hours, wake back up, carve the brisket.
Yeah, it's fucking great, dude. Oh,
I was
can't
thinking
wait.
about, do you remember when you first started drinking coffee? You were probably 16, 15, something like that.
I started with French vanillas.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I started.
Did you
with
make French vanillas at home, or was it a Timmy's run?
both?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was the 10th grade. I just woke up one day and I was like, I'm having a coffee before school today. And I sat there and brewed a pot of coffee like a fucking grown man. And I'm thinking about it, I sat there God, I gotta get this in me. What the you have no addiction to caffeine at all. Where the fuck is this coming from, Josh? I'm standing there with my briefcase, just a cup of Joe. Immediately I adopted the mannerisms.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Right away just being just black.
Yeah.
And sipping and hating it. It took me 3 months to get over the taste of black coffee, but I was I drink it black.
I'm cool.
I'm a tough guy.
No, I started with the softest shit ever. I started with a fucking French vanilla.
Ice caps.
Yeah, ice caps and French vanilla. I was like,
Yeah, you're a
great.
child. That's fine.
yeah, I was like, this is sick. It's so much sugar and so much caffeine. You're just like,
Do you drink your coffee black now?
yeah, ever since military.
Yeah.
When in basic training, it just fucking changed my delivery of coffee to my body
Yeah.
forever.
Most cooks I know, too, it's black.
In basic, it was you would sometimes have, say, 3 or 4 minutes for lunch or for breakfast, sorry. So they'd be okay, you have 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to get your food from the cafeteria line, sit down, eat it, get up, clean it up, and be back in line.
Damn.
So you're running.
I don't have time to do a stir stick.
No, so I would go half black coffee and then I put cold water in it, and I still do it like that.
Oh, so it's not hot.
So it's I don't like it really hot. I like it kind
You
of
warm. Weak, warm coffee.
Weak, warm coffee. Yeah, that's why I love it. That's why I didn't realize I did this either. When I brew coffee at home, the wife complains about it because she says it's too strong, and I think it's because every time I have it, I put water in it.
Right. And
So
she's
it's weaker.
Yeah.
She's just drinking a normal coffee. She's like, holy fuck.
I went to a diner a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I sat down at the counter, and I ordered my food and a coffee. And he's like, milk, sugar, cream, and I was like, oh, just black. And he went, tough guy. I was like, whoa! Where the fuck does that come from?
Where'd you go? Did you go to West Side?
No, I went to High Lunch.
Oh, okay.
You ever been to High Lunch?
Where's High Lunch?
Right beside Beale.
Oh, is there a little spot in there?
Mm-hmm. 24
Dude,
hours.
we should go.
Oh.
It's 24 hours?
It's soul. It's pure soul.
24-hour breakfast?
Yeah, 24 hours, breakfast, lunch, burgers, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, okay.
Are you fucking with
Yeah,
me?
so it's like a kitchen, and then surrounding the kitchen on 3 sides is a counter with stools, and that's the only seating, is you sit at the counter and watch them cook there. It's pure, it's awesome.
Dude, let's go at fucking...
I can't believe you've never been to High Lunch.
Let's go at midnight one day.
Yeah.
Just go fucking...
After the bars, go get a club sandwich and a coffee.
Yeah. Dude, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was around.
Yeah, High Lunch. You
That's
gotta check it
crazy.
out. That place fucking rules.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Okay.
Yeah, shouting out on the podcast.
Yeah. Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I thought you were running inside the bar at West Side.
That place rocks too.
I like West Side, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good little diner. It's a good little
On
hole.
Warncliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right by the 7-Eleven.
A lot of the good diner places closed. Del Mar's still open. I don't like it as much anymore,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
It's good. It's
The
still
Malibu in
great.
the East End is great.
The East End Malibu's way better. I know it's so dirty and gross in there, but
yeah, that's what
that's
I want.
why I want
I want it
yeah.
dirty. I want it gross. I want Greek guys in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's got to be Greek.
It's got to be like Richie's.
Yeah, Richie's is still good.
That place is so good.
Yeah.
I want the waiter to kind of be a bitch.
Yeah. Damn.
Like, she's either got to be old and like my mom.
Yeah.
Like, she's got to be like motherly, and she's got
Or
to
like kind of rude.
Or like 25 and a cunt.
Yeah. Hates the fact that you walked in the door.
Yeah, like, hey, can I get a fill of coffee? And just get an eye roll.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
all
like,
right.
yeah. And then you're like, oh, okay. And she's like, my owner's the dad. Like, my
I
dad's
don't
the
want to
owner.
work here.
It's like, oh, okay. You just
Like,
hate
she's just
everyone
counting
else.
down the days till she goes back to college and gets
Yeah.
the fuck out of there.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's my diner experience. That's what I want it to be. Richie still does a full English too.
Do they? Oh, they do with bangers and mash and everything, right?
Beans, tomatoes, mushrooms,
Oh.
eggs, toast, sausage.
What? That's a full English?
That's a full English, yeah.
Huh.
Sauteed mushrooms, sauteed tomatoes, like grape tomatoes usually. Toast, baked beans, eggs, sausage, bacon.
Dude, why don't we go to a fucking diner?
I don't know. Why don't we hang out for breakfast more?
We should hang out for breakfast.
We should do it.
Yeah.
It's the best.
You know what? And think about this. Wait, when do you start your new job? I just thought
Monday.
about this. Monday? Mm-hmm. Like next Monday? Oh, you have a week off.
No, I work this week.
Oh, you're done Saturdays last
Yeah,
shift?
I'm done Saturday.
And then Monday you're working.
Yeah.
Oh, so you only have one day.
No, we could go next Sunday.
We 100% can go. We should
And then-
do the pod and
then
fucking
we'll
yeah.
get breakfast.
Oh my god.
No, why
We
not?
should do a breakfast episode of the podcast.
Record in a diner.
Dude, we could totally record.
See
in a
how
diner.
quick we get kicked out of there.
I guarantee they wouldn't give a fuck. If
thing
we
is-
set up a little studio at a table, dude, think about it. Jerry Seinfeld and shit would just walk
Yeah,
into
that's
places
Jerry
and do-
Seinfeld.
Yo,
And I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm kind of as funny as Jerry Seinfeld,
Oh,
bro.
we're way funnier.
Dude, come on. Whoa. He is like one of the goats.
Okay.
Respect to one of
He
the goats.
did get kicked out of a coffee shop, though, on Comedians in Cars.
Oh, yo, he did. I remember that.
The guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Forget his name. Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick.
Yeah, that
They, like,
were
go
like,
in and
nah,
they're
we're
like,
too
"No."
busy. Yeah, they were
They
like, we're
were
way too
fucking
busy. Get out of here. Yeah.
That's so gutty of the manager.
Dude.
Like, the owners watching Netflix, like, that's my fucking coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then you see your manager be like, Jerry Seinfeld, get the fuck out.
Yeah, they're like, we're busy.
Yeah, no fucking cameras.
You gotta think though, a place like that that's that packed is probably like, man, I don't need your publicity.
You don't.
Everyone in town knows that this is the best fucking place to get coffee.
Yeah, there's probably, I think it was like a bagel shop. or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
like
So
that.
they're like, we're the best bagels in town. Get the fuck out of here. Like, no one does it better than us. That's
Yeah,
why
'cause
we're packed.
You're not going to get good publicity. You're going to get nerds that are really into Jerry Seinfeld being like, he ate a bagel here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come in and
they're like,
be a
no, like,
nightmare.
people who want bagels know to come here.
Yeah, I want the lox and I want a schmear.
A
cream
schmear.
cheese.
A schmear.
Yeah.
What is it? Okay, where does this come from? What is this thing? Is this a
schmear?
New York thing?
Yeah, it's because they're Jewish.
A schmear. They put a schmear. Like a
Schmear
thick-
of cream cheese.
Have you seen the guy who does like quarter pound?
Ah, yeah,
Cream
that's
cheese?
too much fucking
That's
cream
too
cheese.
much cream cheese.
I also, it's a
I
pet-
do like a healthy schmear though.
I like a healthy amount of cream cheese, but these guys got to know how to put fucking cream cheese on a bagel.
'Kay, the
because
fucking
every
chunks-
time the chunk in the middle of the bagel
Pisses
hole
me off.
pisses me the fuck off. You're doing it wrong. It shouldn't be one swipe.
No, you should
You
swipe
could work
around.
around it.
Yeah,
Same thing.
it's-
Oh,
no.
Tim Hortons is so bad for it.
Tim Hortons is fucking.
And then what? I got to
shit.
eat a mouthful of fucking cream cheese now?
You gotta have a mouthful of cream cheese, and not only that, there will be a massive chunk of your bagel that has no cream cheese, and it's like, and then what? You're squeezing out, it's getting everywhere. So you're fucking
I'm
like
driving.
gooping it on. Yeah, you're gooping it onto the dry part of the bagel. Like, get the fuck
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
driving. I don't have time for this distraction. I suck at driving to start.
here, dude. Brutal. I do love bagels though.
I
What
don't
great
know
food.
why the fuck I keep giving Tim Hortons a chance.
Repeatedly, I told you to
I
stop.
get burned every time.
I told you to
And I
stop.
only go like once every 2 months. I was
It's
like, you know what?
terrible.
I need a coffee. It's right here. I'll do it.
It's bad,
I'll get a coffee and a fucking old-fashioned plain.
and it's bad.
And it's ass.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, you got me again. That's fucking great.
Every time that happens, I'm always like, damn, again, I fucking
Again,
gave
I
the
fucking
money.
fall for this.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it is so shit.
It's coffee doesn't even taste like coffee anymore.
No, it's like highly acidic,
Water.
burny tasting water, like burnt water.
It tastes like you drank coffee 10 minutes ago and it's still kind of in your mouth.
Yeah, it's gross.
And then you take a sip of water. That's what their coffee tastes like. The donuts are ass now because they sit out for too long.
Yeah.
Because no one buys them anymore because they're ass.
because they've been ass. Yeah,
Why the fuck is Tim Hortons making pizza? Why is Tim Hortons making, like, power bowls?
dude, the Power Bowls and the pizza is like, stay in your fucking lane.
Who the fuck is the
Stay
chef
in
for
your
Tim
lane.
Hortons right now? Who's the executive chef
I
for
don't
Tim
know.
Hortons? Because that guy's fucking up.
You know what he needs to do?
Could be she.
Could be a she. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who it is. It can be that fucking purple dinosaur running Tim Hortons.
Well, it fucking might be.
It might-
Because they're all morons.
Here's what needs to happen. You need to go back to old school Canadian way of doing it, where it was donuts, coffee, bagels,
Sandwiches.
deli sandwiches, and
That's it.
that's the whole menu.
You would need half the employees.
Yeah, man. Why do I walk into Tim Hortons? There's fucking
30
25
guys
people
going.
working there now. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
They're all yelling at each other. I'm like, It kills me. They're all moving and yelling, and it's like they're fucking. It's like, dude, there's fucking 5 people in here. I've been here for 25 minutes. I watched you do 2 orders.
Yeah.
Like fucking. What are you all running around doing?
This is the crazy thing. If you look at anything corporate and big, they usually have that shit down to a science. They spend a lot of money figuring out how to do it. You watch a McDonald's. Yeah. Like, watch in the back for 5 minutes in the McDonald's. There's zero wasted movement.
Yeah.
Everyone is right where they need to be at all times.
And they're like,
and it's an assembly line.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And it's perfect. And they developed that.
And fucking grab a junior chicken anywhere in the world, it's the same.
Yeah.
Big Macs everywhere.
If you're able to see any professional kitchen, it's usually the same.
Yeah, where it's perfectly set up.
It's perfectly set up because you don't want wasted time. You don't want too many people there because people are expensive to employ. Yeah. Right? And then every time I go into a Tim Hortons, it's like they just let 30 people in the room and they're like,
do whatever you want.
Yeah, orders are coming. Somebody do something. And then they all just kind of,
The thing is, like, with them being like, I'll see them come out and make something, and then they're constantly swapping the person at the window.
Yeah, it's like a rotation.
They're like moving through because then it's like, oh, well, you took that order, so you go get their drinks, and then this, and I'm gonna make their drinks. Well, now they're all and now they're next one's trying to, and it's like, what are you guys doing? Like,
Gurpreet, you're on sandwiches. Brindar, you're making the coffee.
Jagmeet, your window today.
Yeah, you're on the window.
Yeah, like, and if you fuck it up, then Jessica is going to go help you, our token white lady.
Yeah, the old white lady that's been there since Tim Hortons was founded.
Yeah, you know what, Jagmeet? Just watch Jessica.
Yeah, watch, because she's insane. Yeah. And she calls everyone honey, and that's lovely.
Yeah, and then like, yeah, it would just be better, and they wouldn't. It
would be better. It would cost them less.
And they could take pizzas if they would take pizzas and Power Bowls and all that shit off the menu. You know what's still fucking great at Tim Hortons? Doesn't fill me up, but it is. I still love it. It's only gotten better, actually.
What's that?
The Turkey Club sandwich.
Yeah. Is that the one on the croissant? No, that's the chicken salad.
Yeah, that's chicken salad sandwich. It's on the croissant. And that's still good.
That is so good. Well, I mean, you can't fuck that up.
The Turkey Club sandwich. The Turkey Club sandwich is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
And it's. They used to be honey mustard, and now it's mayo. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go like classic.
I don't like honey mustard.
I'm not a big honey mustard guy.
I don't like honey mustard.
Kind of pisses me off.
I like yellow mustard. I like Dijon mustard.
I'm not a honey and mustard guy. The thing with mustard is if I want bite, and I don't get that from honey mustard.
Yeah, nah.
The sweetness cuts the bite.
I want a Dijon, but that's got like the full mustard seeds.
That's what I always get.
That's what I want, and then I'll mix that with mayo.
Oh, that's sick.
That's so good, dude.
Dude, you know something I used to do that's weird as fuck? I don't know where I ever got the idea, but...
What's that?
I'd, like, mash up avocado and add mayo to it.
Oh.
And, like...
That's like white people guacamole.
It's like white people guacamole, yeah. It's like deviled egg guacamole.
Yeah, and what'd you do with it?
And I would fucking put that on a sandwich.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
weird.
It's not weird to put mayo and sliced avocado on a sandwich. You're just saving a step.
I'm just mashing it up. Like, I don't know why. It's just like, bop, bop, bop. And I was like, spread it on. It was my spread on both sides. And I was like,
yeah, like, to be honest, I don't really fuck with avocado on sandwiches.
You only do?
I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really like avocado all that much.
You're not an avocado guy?
No, I like guac, but I think that's because I like red onions.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's why I like
it's
pico.
Just all guac is like a vehicle for me to get red onions and lime juice on my chips.
Yeah. Pico's the same way.
Yeah, I love pico.
Yeah,
but the tomatoes are a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah, I don't really care if they're there.
That's just there for substance.
Yeah, fair enough. Damn, this has been a lot of food.
This is the food podcast. This is my consulting service to Tim Hortons. You guys need to figure the fuck out.
Man, honestly, fuck them.
You guys are on blast.
I'm sick of this shit.
I'm sick of it, man. It's so bad.
But anything been grinding your gears in the day-to-day?
Grinding my gears in the day-to-day?
What grinds your gears?
What grinds my gears?
You fucking chow ahead.
Fucking slush grinds my gears. People forgetting how to drive the second snow hits.
Okay, yeah.
And the classic Canadian game of, it snowed, let me just guess where lanes are.
Yeah, this is, let me guess where lanes are. It's like, bro, have a better guess.
Yeah. You drive this road every day to work, figure it the fuck out. You know what this road is like.
That's the thing. When it's cars that are like, bro, I see you every day. We do this every day. Like, you know where the fucking
People
lane
taking
is.
left turns out of the middle lane.
Oh my god! Because it's wet. It's like, bro, I can see the giant white arrow that says left.
Yeah,
turn.
you're in like an $80,000 SUV.
Yeah.
The snow is not fucking with you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna be your brand new
fucking-
winter tires on
fucking
there
brutal.
are gonna be fine. I'm on Summers.
I know.
in my
I'm
little
on bald
four-banger.
Have you seen the tires on the truck?
Oh, are they bald?
Oh, dude, you got to see the ones on the front right now. The Silverado, my lovely.
Well, it's a rear-wheel
my lovely
drive, right?
steed. It's rear wheel drive, so the front ones really just need to like make a channel in the snow. That's how
They're
I
like
see it.
plows.
They're like plows. They're just there to like carve a channel.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much entirely bald. Like there's almost no tread on them.
It's gonna make turning great. In the
It
snow.
turns great.
In the snow?
Turns great. It's fine. I swear to God.
How much do those tires run you though? Because they're expensive on trucks, I know.
Like $600 a tire.
Oh!
The back ones are pretty low, so I have to get a tire set now. Yeah.
A full set?
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm
You can
like,
get used ones.
I mean, I've never bought a new set of tires in my whole life. Never.
Never.
I refuse to.
Go to a junkyard or whatever.
Yeah, go to the Wreckers and be like, yo, you got Sierra tires? And you're like, here you go. For a fucking, you got
Yeah.
Silverado tires?
You can even get them for like $100 and something a piece on Facebook with like rims on.
Yeah.
Like you'll be able to find that unless you
I
have like a
found
very
those.
rare car or something.
Yeah, I found a bunch of those. That's what I'm saying. For a Chevy Silverado, like, man, that's easy.
That is easy, man.
Yeah.
Nothing fucking makes me feel like more like a man than when I change my own tires.
Really?
Yeah, and I talk to other people and they're like, "Oh yeah, I had to take my tires to Jiffy Lube, put the winners on." I'm like, I just did it myself.
Do you want to change my tires?
Nope. Because I don't use a torque wrench, and that freaks everyone out. To put the lug nuts back on. Everyone tells me that's wrong.
Dude, what?
Like to set the torque on the lug nuts?
Yeah, you have to torque
No,
them.
you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I know what 100 pounds of pressure is.
You know what it feels like?
I know what it feels. I've done it my whole life.
I would be curious. There are ones where you can't. You have to look at it when you press it to see how much your torque is. I would be curious. I think I have one.
Yeah, you want to see what my lug nuts are at?
I'd be curious to get you to be like, press on it
And give it 100 pounds?
and be like, see how close you are to 100 pounds.
All right.
You know what I mean?
bet
Because
it's good, dude.
it'll tell me. It won't tell you. You won't get a click or anything. You won't
Yeah.
know where you're at.
Okay. Because
And I'll
I've
be able to
always
see
switched
it.
the tires on my cars and my girlfriend's cars.
And nothing's ever happened.
And lug nut has never come off.
You should just buy a torque wrench, please.
Yeah, but now it's a point of pride.
Like, is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what the risks are? The two risks?
Well, your tire comes off.
The lug nut, that a lug nut comes off and kills someone.
Yes.
Or like your tire comes flying off.
And then isn't it, if it's too tight, it'll like fuck that thread up?
You can push them, and like if you over torque the bull and you keep over torquing it, you'll snap that stud right off.
Yeah. And then you're fucked.
And then you have to get like a new axle or whatever put in. Like, well, no, just a hub, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
It's expensive.
It's a fair bit of work.
Yeah, I do it by hand. Because, I tighten it all, and then I drive it for a day, and then I check them all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're somewhat diligent about it.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I know that they'll probably settle a little as the car moves
Yeah.
around, right? So maybe they need like
So
a
then you
little
go back
tighten.
and you check them again.
Yeah, sometimes
That's
I
pretty
give
good.
it like another eighth of a turn on one of the nuts or whatever. But yeah,
I bet you're pretty close.
I bet I'm close, dude.
'Cause-
I never even knew about a torque wrench being a thing until like a year ago.
I will say, I've always known about the torque wrench, but for a long time I didn't torque my tires. I would just go off feel. But I did, like, if I was at work, I knew how to use a torque wrench.
Yeah, like you have to understand that they build these cars like this, and they do things like this as easy as possible, so that like a layperson can change their tire
Exactly.
if
And
they
it'd
get
be
a flat,
relatively safe.
and it'd be safe enough, and they're not going
Yeah.
to kill people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it would probably take a while for that lug nut to come off.
That's surprisingly short amount of time. Like a drive to Toronto, it'll come off.
Yeah, true.
If it's loose.
Didn't you take a lug nut to the windshield once?
Yep. I took a truck tire
the
off a
big
transport
ones.
truck. Yeah. Scared the shit out
Dude,
of me.
I bet, because you wouldn't see
I
it
thought
coming.
I was driving. I can say his name. I was driving with Dave.
Yeah.
Up to the cottage,
Yeah.
and it flew off and hit the fucking, like, bam. We were on the highway. We're doing like a fucking $120.
Yeah.
And it
Did it go through?
No, No, it hit the top corner of it and annihilated it. And I thought Dave was fucking me because I didn't see it at first because I like just looked at the windshield, like at the road part.
Yeah.
There was no cracks. And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at him and he's just like, he was just in shock, like, what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
What did you
Why
do?
are you fucking with me? And he's like, dude, no, something hit. It definitely, like, something hit the truck. And we found it, and it was fucking scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking... Because there's no way you see it coming.
Dude, you don't even know it exists.
Yeah.
It just... gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
and
do
it
get a
was
little...
massive. I returned that to U-Haul and tried to tell them that I didn't know it was there.
Oh, that?
I know, because they used to have this thing where you could drop it off with pictures.
You just, like, put
And
your
you just
thumb
drop-
over there?
You drop it off, so I just, like, got the lighting right where you couldn't really see the cracks definitively, and, like, kept taking all those pictures.
And then they get a hold of you?
They got a hold of me, and I was like, oh, I didn't see that when it was there. She goes, you didn't see the big crack in the windshield? I went, no. And she was like, well, it was in your possession, and it came back in this, like I said, I'm looking at the pictures right now that you sent me, and I don't see it. And she was like, I understand. She goes, the lighting kind of hides it. And I was like,
does it?
Oh. And she goes, I'll split the difference with you if you just pay half. And I was like, okay, I'll pay half.
You shouldn't have done that because then you admitted guilt. You should have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. Please don't harass me anymore.
No, I told her I don't know about it, but I'll pay half because it was technically in my possession.
You just gotta, every time I pay for that like little extra insurance thing.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one time I didn't.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
Because if you paid that like extra $20, they would have been like, cool.
Cool,
that
whatever, we'll
happens.
figure it out. Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
U-Haul as a business is fucking crazy.
Oh, they make a fortune.
They make a fortune. But just the fact that I could go down to U-Haul and be like, 40-foot truck, please.
No, there's a size limit.
I think it might be 30.
It's I think it's like 28 feet or 30 feet.
I could just get a 30-foot
like
truck.
a massive cube van.
Yeah.
And drive
Anyway,
away.
here you go.
Jeez.
Like,
I know.
You're going to drive this full of furniture? Heavy?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, loaded with stuff. Like you're just letting people be transport drivers.
That's why the
it's not permanent. It's for a day.
Yeah. Don't go under the Talbot Street Bridge.
Yeah.
I fucking
The
love
can
that.
opener. Oh, boy.
The start of every month on moving day.
Yeah.
The can opener takes another victim.
It takes another. It's literally. I think it is like once a month.
It's once a month on moving day.
Yeah, and
Because
it
there's
just
like people
cuts
moving
one
in from
open.
out of town. I don't know. It's got a million signs.
Dude,
that are like,
coming up to
this
there's
is a-
signs
there's-
everywhere.
And
where
there's
it's
a
like,
little
you
piece
can't.
of plastic that hits your truck if you would hit it.
Yeah.
So it's like thunk, and it's like if you hit this, you're not gonna fit, and then they go
Yeah.
in anyways.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Every month, you're like
because
one
people
guy.
rent those giant ass U-Haul vans.
Yeah, or like two men in a truck and shit.
Yeah.
But like, there used to be a guy who lived in the apartment building right beside it, and he had a webcam pointed at his window at the bridge, and he would live stream all day. Like that was just streaming the whole time, so you could just
What?
watch the traffic. And then at the end of the month, he would put together like a compilation of every fucking accident.
That's fucking awesome.
And the comments
dude.
were just people being like, "You're doing like great work, man.
Yeah, you're
this
doing
is
God's
really
work."
good for the city."
Yeah, you're doing God's work, sir. This
It's
is
so
amazing.
fun to see because they always get out and they're like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And it's like, bro, think about the size of the vehicle you have.
Well, the thing is too, the road dips under it.
Yeah.
So the
So
bridge
you're
is at
coming-
eye level.
The bridge is not only at eye level. When you're in a truck, like a big ass truck like that, you're probably looking at like the tracks.
Huh.
I can see clear over this.
Look at this thing I'm going to drive into.
Yeah, and it only just does a little dip and comes back.
Yeah,
up.
I
I
fucking
don't know
love
why they never like they won't fix that.
Just because it
Costs money.
costs so much money.
You think? It
Yeah,
must.
because you can't raise the grade of the tracks.
No, you have to keep those stable and like. do
Yeah,
what they
I
did
think
on
the I
Adelaide.
think the percent change you can do is like 1%.
I think
on
they'll
it.
change it to the way it is on Adelaide. I
Eventually,
think that's
yeah.
what'll happen.
And then shut down Talbot and Oxford for 6 fucking months.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? The Adelaide one is sweet. Adelaide's
is.
sweet flowing traffic now.
I know. It was a really good move. We should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. Man, you can go like it's south to north end of the city for a while on Adelaide.
Yep. I drove under it very quickly after it was finished,
Yeah.
and it was immediately tagged up.
Really?
Yeah, like there's just graffiti all over it.
Just let them graffiti.
Oh, like that's my fucking city, baby. Let's fucking go.
I know.
We don't get no nice
In
shit.
Montreal, they have programs set up to have artists, like graffiti artists, can sign up to have a piece of the wall, and they'll go in and paint it gray for you, and then you do your big tag.
Yeah.
And like that's what they do all over the bridges in Montreal. There's one I drove through that's on the 400. Is it that goes across or the one? I can't remember. But the arch is entirely done in like it's the entrance to an Egyptian tomb.
Really?
The entirety of this bridge's arch.
That's pretty cool.
It's fucking incredible.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with Montreal?
I don't know. They just let the artists do it, right? They like do whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they
I
want.
guess.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe there's some Egyptians in Montreal. Probably not. It's all French.
Yeah. French and Italians.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right, buddy.
What?
And friends, listeners, guests.
thank you all
amigos,
very much.
Thank you all so much for
I'm gonna
listening.
go shove my intestines back in my body.
Yeah, I missed you guys. As always,
you guys.
stay reasonable.
Keep doubting.
Good night.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.
That was a good one.